What's up guys, this is JamesBl0nde with OnRPG.com with your weekly news update for the week of June 3rd, and this week only at OnRPG, I packed up and headed to Austin, Texas to hit up the epic RedBull Battlegrounds StarCraft 2 tournament. RedBull gathered 16 of some of the top-ranked players in the world to compete in their first big tournament with prize money, totaling up to $41,000. I got a chance to meet the players and casters to talk about the event, all while being hyped up on RedBull. Check out my event recap video and interview with djWheat to get an idea of just how serious RedBull is getting with esports. Speaking of esports, OnRPG is now on Twitch TV, live streaming some of the exclusive betas we get into, and just having a good time. So if you want to watch us discuss game mechanics, kill baddies, or laugh your ass off as us being noobs, check us out at twitch.tv/onrpg to see me, DizzyPW, our League of Legends specialist Heian, and more playing our favorite games or trying out new and upcoming titles. Tryon World rocked us last week with the news of their first major expansion, Storm Legion. Lelia brings us a breakdown of all the changes coming and what she expects of each in her Mead column. And based on what Lelia says about this expansion, you might want to break away from other MMOs for the moment because it seems like it's the perfect time to check out Rift. Keeping up with our esports theme this week, Proxor offers a look at the rising and falling stars of the esports team to show you which games you should be practicing if you ever want to make it big in competitive gaming. Proxor discusses Counter-Strike, Halo, and upcoming MOBA industry including League of Legends and Dota 2, as well as some of the games you might be surprised about being esports. Find out where to look to join all the fun of esports in Proxor's latest article. OnRPG and Gamania's web Koihime Musuo contest heats up this week, as the girls get even more serious and even a little more busty. You have to see some of the costumes to believe them. This past week, Mary puts up a nice overview of the Windwalker monk in World of Warcraft's Mist of Pandaria expansion. The Windwalker is a melee DPS spec focusing on hand and feet maneuvers such as jab strikes and kicks. Mary breaks down all of the Windwalker's abilities, passives, and talents in the latest WoW Wednesday article. MikeDot makes an appearance in the feature this week with an in-depth look at Divina Online's PvP and various features. Apparently, since a famous anime voice actress made Divina so popular in Asia, Gamania decided to give the English version its own well-known English voice actors. Read more about it in MikeDot's article. Heian rounds out our coverage this week with a review of League of Legends' new dominant bruiser, Darius. Heian says Darius is like a truck and has a good bit of utility in his kit. While he doesn't have any abilities to help himself in one piece, he has very good base stats to compensate. His only weakness is how hard it can be for him to get in reach of his enemies. Unless he gets nerfed into obscurity, expect to see a lot more Darius from here on out. The news is actually brief this week as most companies are holding back their major announcements for E3 coming up in a couple of days. But Ragnarok did hit its 9th anniversary, offering up some fun events and updates. Ragnarok is celebrating its 9 years with the first annual Midgard Exposition. Get more details on this at OnRPG. Arctic Combat is now accepting applications to join a near-future beta test of their old meets new first-person shooter. And all we really know is during the first beta test, selected testers will be able to experience the realistic Warzone effects and battles based on team strategic gameplay involving tactical perks, weapons, and equipment. The game engine is optimized for full spectrum of PCs without compromising graphical quality, allowing a wide range of users to enjoy the game. We will probably find out more during our E3 coverage, so keep a lookout. Allods Online has launched its Game of Gods expansion, offering tons of new content and a fun and helpful new mentor system. Players will be particularly glad to hear that Tep's curse has been permanently removed. Death no longer results in a cursed item, and holy charms needed to remove curses have been banished from the game. Players of the same class can now team up to level and get items with the new mentor system. Mentors receive free items, and novices will learn how and when to use their skills under their mentor's guidance. This seems like a good way to bring players together. FireFall starts to pull the story together by creating an official manga called Affinity that ties all of the pieces players know about the FireFall together. Starting June 5th, Red 5 Studios will be releasing 2 pages a week of what will be an 80 or 90 page manga. This should be a great way to dive in and get familiar with the story of FireFall. World of Warplanes is finally in closed beta testing, and with that announcement comes a badass trailer. And that's all that needs to be said. PWE is getting serious about raiders, as their signature spokesperson Mark returns with their first developer's diary discussing helpful tricks to taking down monsters as well as a look at the basic concepts of the combat system. This dev diary reveals that some of these epic monsters can pick you up and throw you, or even eat you as a snack. And some of the tactics include using the monster's own dismembered limbs to wear them down. The giveaways for the week include Ministry of War, as they welcome in one of the best months in the gaming industry with June Power Packs that include a Trumpet Pack, Restoration Medal, EXP capsules, and more. Flyff Gold is almost here, and G-Potato is giving out gold packs in anticipation. From now until July, every time your character levels, you'll receive an in-game gift. And to help you level even faster, OnRPG is giving away useful items including a pet that picks up loot, and unique mounts like flying brooms. Pick up your event pack at the OnRPG event section. Renaissance Heroes is now in closed beta testing, and believe me, this is a game you won't want to miss. Check out our sister channel MMO Hut, as Spunkify has half an hour of action from the closed beta. Then pick up a key and try it yourself at OnRPG. And that's it for the news this week. Keep your eyes on OnRPG, as we have our cameras and notepads ready for an awesome time at E3 to bring you back the latest and greatest news in the gaming industry. Be sure to check the links in the description below for more information about the topics in this week's update. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button. I'm JamesBl0nde. See you out there, gamers.